Hey guys, it's V. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that might be new, my name is Vanessa and I am growing cut flowers in zone 8B. In this video, I am going to be telling you all the things we do on our flower farm in February. If you don't want to miss out on having the earliest spring flowers, or you don't want to be behind when it comes time to start all of your summer flowers, make sure that you grab your to-do list, grab your calendar, and let's go. Number one, you need to review your planting plan. Look at it with fresh eyes. There might be something that's just there glaring that you know needs adjusting right off the bat. You also want to take a look at your seed inventory and make sure that you have enough seeds to complete your planting plan for the year. I build this in as a checks and balance type thing for my year simply because in the past I have ordered, say, 500 sunflower seeds at the beginning of January thinking, oh, that'll be plenty. That sounds like so much. Only to later finalize my planting plan and set up about 16 weeks of successions of 100 seeds or plants each. Obviously that initial 500 wasn't enough, so make sure you do this little check on your planting plan right now in February so that you can avoid that mistake. Number two, if you are a farmer florist, you obviously have to execute all of the plans you made for Valentine's Day. And good luck to you. Valentine's Day is definitely the #2 biggest flower holiday in the United States. It's absolute madness, and I wish you the best of luck. One pro tip I have for you though is after all of the Valentine's Day floral madness subsides, sit down with a cup of tea or a latte and start writing out a little bit of a reflection. Now, this doesn't have to be super detailed or take a lot of time. You're just gonna wanna make 2 little lists, honestly. You wanna list out your never agains. These are things that went horribly wrong, train wreck level stuff that you never want to happen again. And you want to write down your always do's, things that went exceptionally well that you would never change in the future, and you always want to do it that way from here on out. I always feel silly doing these little reflections right after the event has happened, but 9 months later, when I am planning for that event next year, I am always so grateful that I took 5, maybe 10 minutes to make these little lists. Number 3, it is time to start taking dahlia cuttings. Now, hopefully you watched the January to-do list video. If not, there will be a link in the description. And you went ahead and potted up some dahlia tubers so you could propagate them via cuttings right now. Number 4, you need to make sure that you're taking good care of any of your overwintered crops. Now, those might include things you started from seed, like cold hardy annuals last fall. Maybe you have some stock or some bupleurum going out there. You want to make sure that they are safe from frost and safe from pests. So make sure you are checking on them if you have those out in your field. You'll also want to keep a really close eye on your tulips, ranunculus, and anemones if you're growing those as well. Maybe in an unheated hoop house, or if you're very lucky, a greenhouse. Again, you're just looking for indications that they might be taking frost damage, or maybe they're dealing with a pest issue or a nutrient issue, and of course, take corrective measures. Number 5, and this is probably the most exciting one on the list. It's the one that there's so much hype for around this time of year, whether you're a veggie grower or a flower grower, or both. It is time to start cold hardy annual seeds. Now, if you already started cold hardy annual seeds in the fall, you might not have any seed left and your job is done. But if you didn't start them in the fall, or if you divided your seeds so that you can have 2 successions, a fall planting and a spring planting, or well, I call it a late winter planting, now is the time. We are officially starting cold hardy annual seeds on the farm right now. It's the first week of February and I could not be more excited. Dig out your bupleurum, your bachelor buttons, your stock, your nigella, your snapdragons. The cold hardy annual flower family is really big and it's time to get them going. You can start them indoors and then put them on heat mats, or you might need to direct sow some of them into the garden. Direct sowers include things like larkspur, so make sure you just look at the back of your seed packet. It'll have the directions that are appropriate for the flower you're trying to grow. Also, if you plan on growing sweet peas, I always start mine the first week of February and then I pinch them the last week of February. So you can add that to your to-do list too if you grow sweet peas. Number 6, it is time to plant trees and shrubs. In the Pacific Northwest in zone 8B, we get 2 opportunities to plant trees and shrubs every single year. Once is in the fall, which usually I aim for early September, and the other one is right now in late winter in February. If you're growing things like ilex or pussy willow, now is an amazing time to plant those. Those are both great for cuts. Also though, if you're just doing some landscaping around your farm and you want to put in maybe some beautiful dogwoods at the front or hydrangeas along a fence line in the front of your farm, now's the perfect time to get those things in the ground as well. Number 7, if you are having a plant sale this year where basically you're just starting extra seeds and selling them off as plants to help make some money early in the season, it is time to get that all planned out. And I would recommend that as you're starting your seeds, you make sure that you get on social media and you talk about the varieties that you're starting and what's going to be available at your plant sale. And number 8, you want to make sure that you prune your roses in February. So if you have ornamental roses in your gardens, or if you're growing them for production and you're in zone 8B, February, I usually say right at Valentine's Day, is the time to prune the roses. If you found this video helpful and you enjoyed learning a few things about flower farming, I'm going to humbly ask you to please hit the subscribe button right now. That way you can continue to learn from us as we travel through the year of 2022. It's going to be my best flower farming year ever, and I really hope it's going to be yours too. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.